enough, and even a loss could take them through because they were able to survive the Spanish devouring, the devastation that they caused. They could have scored 5 or 6 goals quite easily, Spain, the form that they were in. We'll see what they do against Albania. We'll check that score for you now as Italy get it with a diagonal pass. Barella will switch it out to the run of Di Lorenzo. So hold on, we'll check on the score in a moment as Di Lorenzo wins a corner, and this is good news for Croatia because Albania are down 1-0. Ferran Torres with a goal in the 13th minute. That's also being covered. Live Sport EU flash score covering every match at the Euros, all 51 games, and the Copa America later this evening. If you're in Europe, Great Britain, that's when the time will be. So as it stands, Spain on 9 points, Italy 4, Croatia 2, Albania 1. Just a decent ball into the right half space for Ferran Torres, who caressed it into the bottom left corner in off the post. But Italy now with a set piece from the right side of the pitch. They're going from left to right in the opening half in Leipzig, the team that's never been beaten by Italy since they gained independence. Di Marco will go in to the near post. Croatia can deal with it. Italy want to mop it back up, but that was stunning work by Modric. Now in a foot race with Barella, still showing at 38 years of age. He's got some toe, but Barella caught him off balance. Chips in with some good defensive work. 27 years old, up against 38. Modric rumoured to be signing another year's extension with Real Madrid. Barella, former Cagliari and Como player. Como in Serie A this season. A few interesting rumours going out around there. Sutolo now gets a shove from Raspadori. Lovely turn from Josip Sutolo back to the keeper, and he will switch it for Guardiola in his own 18-yard box with Darmian in front of him. He's pushed up, high press, but it's zonal, and it works if you all press at the same time. All these coaches at the Euros will tell you that there's been a little bit of controversy, a little bit of heat on Harry Kane for not wanting to commit to a press. He's in there to score goals, not to defend. I guess that's his mindset. At the age of 30, turning 31. Still trophyless. He might not be in a couple of weeks' time. Let's see what England can do. See where they finish in their group. They're through, but we just don't know if they're going to finish first or second. Germany nearly caving at the final moment against Switzerland until Füllkrug got a very late equaliser in the 92nd minute. Germany topping that group, and Italy and Croatia could be playing Germany or England in the next round, or even Portugal, possibly Romania if you finish third in this group. Depends on what the Romanians do. Now Bastoni. Still Italy giving it away in their own defensive third. This is poor. It's out for Pasalic, who's made a run into the right side of the box. Quick cross is needed. Donnarumma can save this. It deflected off Calafiori, up conveniently for the PSG man. In the qualifiers, Italy finishing in second behind England. 14 points, conceded 9 times, scored 16, lost 2 times of 8 games, drew to 1-4. That got them there. Spalletti taking over after the second or third game. First game in charge was against North Macedonia. Italy were leading, but a beautiful free kick meant that it ended as a 1-1 draw. Spalletti has them here. Very high expectations. A quarter-final would be pleasing for Azzurri fans, given the form and the new cycle of players coming through, which is Max Calafiori and also Retegui, Scamacca. Bongiorno on the bench also. We'll take a look at those. Still 0-0 here in Leipzig. 18th minute of play. Croatia with a better portion of the game. 70% of the ball with them. They actually became the first side in 16 years to outpossess Spain in the opening group game, despite losing by 3-0. Spain are a devastating creature under De La Fuente. Donnarumma gets the back pass, finds Calafiori, so that Bastoni in his press conference before the game said that Calafiori's not afraid to have the ball at feet. He's such a good ball player. it is again. Wins possession back. Touch is superb. And Donnarumma has it. Croatia now with a high press. A long ball out towards Di Lorenzo. He heads that on first time. Down the touchline. It's hit the touchline, but kept in by Raspadori. And Retegui nearly intercepted, but lost his footing. Referee says there's going to be a free kick for Italy by the look of things. Brozovic arguing the point. This is a big moment of the game, because was the Croatia defender the last? It was Pongracic. Retegui had put his foot over the ball, and then some high contact over his head. He was never going to get past the defender, in all fairness. So is this a yellow card? Not sure. So far, Sičić with the one shot at goal, 27 metres out, going from the right post, left foot shot towards the left corner. Plays his football with RB Salzburg, one of the feeder clubs for Red Bull Leipzig. That's where we are tonight, 20th minute of the game. Italy with a free kick. It's just to the right of the right post, about 40 yards away. Jorginho standing over this. Croatia forced to defend for a little bit. Italy's number 8 on the ball. Squares that up. It's slow progression. Gets the 1-2 from Calafiori. Jorginho. Bastoni. Square for Darmian. On the halfway line, Barella. Short passes. Trying to lure Croatia forward to open up space. Then they go long and direct. Raspadori makes a run in. It's a loose ball. It's hacked away by Gvardiol. It will come back through Darmian. Again, lateral pass. Jorginho about 40 yards away, 45. Barella. Again, haven't really seen him pass the ball forward. He just keeps going back to Darmian. I think Italy will be happy to get to half time at 0-0. Until that square pass, that was Di Marco. Now Pellegrini's a bit slow at the left wing. Calafiori back in for Jorginho. Calafiori has 4 or 5 shots to aim for here. Lovely ball in, and that is a header from Retegui that's gone just to the right of the right post. Stood his ground, and that's Gvardiol. He got in behind. Gvardiol needs to defend a little bit stronger than that. Retegui showing just wants the one chance. Nearly found that top right corner. Italy's best passage of play. Did that come off Gvardiol? That's what Retegui's claiming, and the referee agrees. So another corner for the Italians coming in from the right wing. So Retegui's asking the referee, Danny McKelliott, if it came off Gvardiol's arm. It's clutching. Tenuous from the Italo-Argentino compared to Batistuta. With the Croatians, there's more of them in the stands this evening than the Azzurri fans, that's for sure. Pellegrini will take this on the right boot, swings it away from the keeper. Good header out from Croatia. Di Marco regathers in from the right, back to halfway. Jorginho goes over the top, locates Pellegrini. Surely it's Raspadori for Retegui. And again, it's another corner for Italy. This is their best spell of the game. A good 2 or 3 minutes of pressure on Croatia. And that was Pellegrini's first time pass back towards the penalty spot. Retegui took a touch. He was closed down ever so quickly, though, by Pongracic. And that's who it's hit to go out for another corner. This time it'll come in from the left side. Calafiori, Darmian, Di Lorenzo all lurking with Bastoni. So Jorginho will be the last man back. Barella hovering outside the box along with Raspadori. Di Marco and Pellegrini, the two standing over this. Di Marco goes short. Pellegrini wasn't certain about what to do. Raspadori gets it, goes for the top corner, does he? Bastoni was shoved to ground. Looks at the referee instantly, and Raspadori is apologetic here. Was that a cross? Was it a lob towards the top corner? It did dip very suddenly right at the end. Good shape on that, but definitely not what Inter was needing. A bit of confusion there. Actually taking that corner between Pellegrini and Di Marco. Poor touch from Di Marco, and when Pellegrini panicked and found Raspadori though. Now Croatia switching play a little bravely, very nearly giving away another corner between Stanisic and also Sutala. Bastoni's headed that backwards. Sits for Mario Pasalic. Now, conveniently, that might be the first yellow card of the game against Stanisic here, because he didn't have to clip into the back of his man, as Italy won the ball in midfield and looked to counter. Josip Stanisic is the first player booked. No, it's again Luka Sucic into Pellegrini. Totally unnecessary, that. Didn't need to go for him, stuck his leg out, knew that Pellegrini had already got past him. In all fairness, doesn't need to panic. Pellegrini is compared by a lot of Serie A fans to being a turtle. Lovely ball over the top, and out comes Livakovic. Gets the ball away to safety over the touchline, but that is a little more enterprising from Italy, who are looking to open up and go straight over the top with direct football. Spalletti loves that and has committed to that as part of his strategy when he can. Croatia, again, they pressed and they got caught out on that time, but Livakovic saved the day. Now Modric, haven't seen him for about 10 minutes. Good ball, found that's Sucic, his pass, the final one, no cutting edge there. Away comes Bastoni to halfway, and again it's slow. Could switch it for Di Lorenzo, made the run, right wing. He's pushing up quite well tonight, Di Lorenzo. Doesn't have Nico Williams threatening to tear him apart like he did last week. Monday night, it's a new week, a new game. Italy going by the mantra, you're only good as your last game. They've been accepting all the criticism. Heads down, and bravely came out of their shells on the weekends. Azzurri fans want to see a good performance, and so far Croatia have been good in the opening 15 minutes. Last 10 minutes, though, Italy have put their foot down. Defending Euro champions need to at least show some fight and look for results. That's not a draw. You would have it that Croatia will score eventually, but here's Rettich. He will go from an angle, and this time good tight defending on him, but Rettich getting a lot more in the box, a lot more service from the midfield than what Scamacca has. He's been dropped for this game, but Rettich running into the right spots. Barella saw him, and about 5 metres outside the left post, he had the shot, went into the man. Eventually Livakovic spilled a ball. Bit of panic in the Croatia 6-yard box there, and again Di Marco and Pellegrini from the left corner flag. 27th minute, 0-0. It'll be left for Di Marco. He'll go all the way in. Lovely ball to the near post. It'll sit on the edge of the box. Raspadori tees it up. It's Barella. Chips it in. Two players there. Bastoni heads it. Big save. Livakovic. It is still 0-0, but only thanks to the Croatian goalkeeper, because he was left all alone. They were queuing up at the left post, the Italians. They should have taken the lead here. Bastoni, as he did against Albania, very nearly got his second goal of this tournament. He was onside. It went over Di Lorenzo's head from an angle outside that left post. Livakovic just hit it a little bit too centrally. And Di Marco will go again with another corner. Italy now putting the foot down. This time Pellegrini, header up and away by Brozovic. Pellegrini comes back in, bit of aerial ping-pong. Up goes Stanisic, then Brozovic, Kramaric. Had the ball taken off him by Bastoni, but there's a foul. A little nudge from the inter-defender, from the Hoffenheim man. Also played with Dinamo Zagreb and Leicester. 9th year with the German club, though. 15 games, 6 goals this season. Not too bad at 33 years of age. Just checking on Albania. Still losing 1-0 against the Spaniards, and the Spaniards lining up there with Olmo, Yazabal, Ferran Torres and Joselu. Full turnover by the look of it for De La Fuente. So you can check that game out if you like on the app. For now, Spain are cruising through in first place. They'll take something big from Italy considering that Spain would have the goal difference even if Albania did beat them tonight, and Italy would have to win by probably 3-4 goals because of Spain's head-to-head as well. But you just never know in football. For now, it's just the one yellow card of the game for Sučić. It's a bright prospect indeed. 10th cap tonight, no goals. That's well done by Bastoni and Darmian. They worked it out, good communication. Donnarumma hacks it back up to halfway. Croatia win the ball deep in midfield. Gvardiol back to the keeper, who has really had an impact in this game. Livakovic, both he and Donnarumma, but Livakovic more so. Italy, you would argue, should be in front. Huge chance for Bastoni, but it was well saved. Suffocating Croatia in the last 10 minutes, but now just very nearly on the half-hour mark. Croatia back with it, looking to string a few passes, looking to work that left touchline. Kovacevic. Now across. It's Sutula. And there is Brozovic. Right wing. Back in for Kovacic. Gets the pass around Retegui out to the right where Modric waits. Has the run into the half space. It's well done. First touch from Sučić for Kramaric. Back for Stanisic. Sučić and Modric, good chemistry between the pair on the right wing, but tight spaces. There's a left side tilt for the Italian defence, who has left Gvardiol free. And eventually he will get it, but Di Lorenzo now shuts him down. There's some space between the lines. Kramaric, 30 yards away, leaves it for Gvardiol. Should shoot, but doesn't. Squares it up, and there might be a shot here from Sučić. Di Marco, the cross comes in. Donnarumma, a hack in the air, a fresh air shot. And Italy looking to scramble it out from their defence and counter-attack. They would have had the numbers too. But Croatia get it back only just. Out on the left side, it's Kramaric. Wants to find half a yard to shoot and can't. Retegui and Pellegrini still. Modric going through the Hail Mary, a drive. It was well marshalled by two Italians. Still went for it, wins a throw. Taken on the right side, 20 yards back from the corner flag. Over half an hour gone. Still 0-0 in Leipzig. Croatia and Italy. Disappointing to see either of these sides go out. Defending champion, you would have assumed they could get through. Usually do in the Euros. World Cup, nothing's guaranteed there. Again, it's Pasalic. The jump, good anticipation from Di Lorenzo, who's had a much better performance this evening. Chips the ball forward for Barella. Tries the back heel straight into Kramaric, who really is playing as a false nine. He's absolutely everywhere, but mainly in midfield, and he's leaving that area to be run into by Pasalic, who is named at left wing, but he's coming across centrally quite often. That leaves space for Gvardiol in a 4-3-3 for Zlatko Dalić, who is in for his 86th game this evening. He's only lost 21 times, drawn 22, won 43, so that's a good record since he took over in 2017. Defensive midfielder for Vartex, and also coached at Al Ain and Al Hilal, won a trophy at Al Ain. It's the 5th time Croatia is playing a defending champion. They've never played them in the knockouts, it's always in the groups. Last 3 times they played Italy 1-1. They've never lost to Italy. In the new era, we'll call it. In fact, Luka Modric, in the past 30 years since Croatia left Yugoslavia, has played for the national side for over half of the country's existence. Fascinating statistics. Starting challenge there, well won away from Pellegrini as Brozovic won it back there. Al Nassr, midfielder, formerly with Inter, spent 9 years there. Cross comes in, up and away by Darmian. Again, Croatia attacking from the right wing. Di Marco went up and missed it. Pellegrini, it's his area to cover. So there is lots of impact off the bench here if Italy needs it. Is this a safe approach from Spalletti by naming Raspadori with Pellegrini this evening. Scamacca and Chiesa and Fratesi, they were the three this season who have been so good at club level. Epic season, epic calendar year for Fratesi. He was Italy's top scorer in 2023 with 4 goals. And of the starters, it is Raspadori and Pellegrini with 6 each are the top scorers, behind Barella, who has 10. So Di Lorenzo will be looking for some build-up. Raspadori was shoved, had his shirt pulled by, I'm pretty sure that was Pongracic behind him. Raspadori playing 37 times for Napoli this season is a much better season for him in terms of numbers. 5 goals, 3 assists, got 2 and 2 in Serie A last season, but outstanding in the Champions League. Part of the Scudetto winning side. But is a substitute player there. It's mainly because Italy's front line is outstanding. Victor Osimhen, Politano, and Kvaratskhelia. Now there's a block here from Guardiola, who has to be careful. That was on Di Lorenzo. And I think Croatia are targeting Di Lorenzo, trying to knock him down while his confidence is taking a big hit from the media. Still pedigree from the Napoli captain. First man since the great Diego Armando Maradona to lead Napoli to a Serie A title. It's only he and Maradona. Distinguished company, you could call that. Italy with 3 changes here, and it's Croatia with 4. Perisic, Maya, Pekovic and Juranovic out. Scamacca, Chiesa, Fratesi for Italy. Now down the right wing, Di Lorenzo pushing up, looking for space, looking for width. Raspadori wins it off Guardiola, who looks a bit slack, it has to be said. Di Marco gets the switch. Calafiori looking for space, looking for the gap. The 1-2, Pellegrini taking it onto his left and forcing the save. Down low is Livakovic. Not as dangerous as the Bastoni header, but still it is a sign of intent here from Italy, trying to get into that left half space. Pellegrini showing that he does have it at international level. It's not just for Roma. Since Daniele De Rossi took over from Jose Mourinho, what a season he had. 28 years old, looked to be, so he might want to leave the club, but 29 games, 8 goals, 3 assists, 7th year at Roma, and is the club captain, but was on the bench under Mourinho for a lot of games. He was in there tonight, just in front of Barella and Jorginho. Barella playing as a pivot, you could say. Definitely not pushing up as much as he usually does. The chest down from Di Lorenzo, misses out on Raspadori. Down the left wing, it's Pasalic, up quite high, wins a corner, and Barella is furious with his defence and the organisation at the back. He wants more. Got back and covered Di Lorenzo. I think he was having a word with Di Lorenzo about that. But Giovanni Di Lorenzo knew that Barella was at right back, so he went back in centrally to cover Darmian, who was stretched. So Croatia going short from the left side. Back from Modric, he'll chip it in. Good shape on that, and the shove comes from Di Marco, but there's nothing doing on Mario Pasalic. 29 years of age, 6th year with Italian side Atalanta. Also played with Milan and Palermo, Spartak Moscow. 6 goals, 6 assists in Serie A. And again, part of that Atalanta side who made history, their first European trophy, 23-24, defeating Bayer Leverkusen. And Stanisic might want some retribution there. Now it's Jorginho trying to carve a path through the middle. Di Lorenzo gets hold of a loose ball. Barella wants to go over the top. Retegui makes the run. Pongracic is there. Good back pass. 38th minute, Croatia at 0-0. Still a lot of hope. All you need is one opportunity in front of goal. They've only had Sucic testing Donnarumma. That was quite early in the game. Since then, Italy have shown that they are here to get a result. Looking for a goal, not just looking for 0-0, I should specify, as we check in on Albania. still down by a goal to nil against Spain, who have done what looks to be a turnover, a full turnover there. It's Albania with 0 goal attempts, 5 for Spain. Here in Leipzig, though, the stats will show you on the far score that Croatia have 61% of the ball, just the 1 goal attempt. Italy have 6. So Italy, I think they only had 4 in the entirety of the Spain game, already surpassing that by 50%. Stanisic out wide on the right is Brozovic, tries to lift it over Calafiori. Had the run of Kramaric waiting. Italy looking for an outlet, kind of build it up and take the pressure off. Raspadori, good nudge. The switch comes for Di Lorenzo. He heads it into no man's land, but there's a foot race on between he and Gvardiol. Gvardiol heads it back for Livakovic, who's unchallenged. Croatia moving into still a 4-man backline, but Brozovic is getting there deep to plug in. Modric in front of him at the halfway line right side. The diagonal pass is dangerous and Italy can win it here. And they have still a scramble on, advantage played for the Azzurri. Referee said that if Croatia come and get it, he's going to award a free kick about 45 yards away. Now the ball lifted over in the direction of Pellegrini, and again he doesn't have the pace to meet the pass. It's going directly over his head. In that circumstance, you want Raspadori running into that space. That was in the left half space, about 30 yards out from goal. Croatia throw. It's come off Pellegrini's back. Slowing the pace down here. I think Croatia can feel the pressure. Italy cramping their style. Now it's almost a header switch to the keeper. Just on the edge of his area. Pongracic, a short roll. And Croatia, the 1-2. Back to Pongracic from Kovacic. There's 378 caps between Kovacic, Brozovic and Modric. And about what's that, 37 goals between them. It's not a bad return. So Croatia pinned back in their own defensive third. Out in the left wing they go into the middle. Kramaric, and again shielded beautifully by Bastoni. Di Marco goes back to Donnarumma. Hasn't really been involved in the past 20 minutes. Retegui has looked awake this evening. Just makes those runs intelligently into the right space. On the halfway line, there's a high foot there, and that will go against Sutalo. Retegui winning that. It was high up around head height. Luckily he didn't make contact, because we've seen those given as red cards when they do. Good enough from Sutalo, though. He did watch it all the way onto his boot and was pushing Retegui at the same time. So perhaps it's for the push, not just the high boot, but no yellow card warranted. 42nd minute of play. Bastoni sitting over this one. So just Susic into the book. Luka Susic, 17.6 million euro value. Di Marco tried to go inverted with his run into the attacking half. Modric is settling play back for Sutalo. Now for Sucic. Links up with Modric. Diagonal passes, triangular. And now it's Brozovic. Still the right wing. Modric is there. Looks up and doesn't see too many checkered shirts in the box. Has to get it onto the left boot. Will tee it up, and it's Sucic. Wants it on the left boot. Italy can break on the counter, but it's again slow from Jorginho. Di Marco has to go over the top. And Italy win a throw. It's come off Stanisic. So Di Marco playing the probabilities there, going down the left touchline. Took a bounce. It was awkward. It skidded onto the Croatia player, and Zlatko Dalić knows now the late goal would be welcome in the first half. Also played for Hajduk Split back in his day. Brozovic on 99 caps. He wants to get to 100, and here comes Croatia through Kramaric on the right wing. It goes past Modric, now Raspadori. It's careful link-up play. Di Lorenzo makes the run. Raspadori held it up. Now Di Lorenzo waits for an option. Chugs it back. Darmian. Jorginho. Won't be too much stoppage time in the first half, you think. Pellegrini. Calafiori. Former Basel player. Left for 4 million. That was last summer. Now his value is worth a lot more than that since leaving the Swiss side. Did play with Genoa and with Roma, but was forced out under Mourinho. Was playing as left wing back there. Let's take a look at his valuation according to Flashscore. It's 24.5 million now. Bologna have done well for themselves, making an extra 20, but they could sell him for more. Juventus are keen. Jorginho, playing as one of the central defenders, finds some space on the angle for Darmian into the attacking half. Di Lorenzo goes down the line. Darmian wants a throw. It's going to go Croatia's way. Defending champions of Euro 2020. They beat England in the final on penalties. Beat Spain in the final, in the semi-final on penalties as well. Jorginho the hero that night. Donnarumma the hero at Wembley in the final. That's a shocking pass from Brozovic. Goes directly out of play. Spalletti will be the happier of the two bosses come half-time. That's if the score remains nil in the Croatia column. Long ball forward over the head of Raspadori, who's been okay. About to go to stoppage time. How many minutes are they going to give us? 1 minute. Croatia with it in their backline. The Vatreni, they're known as the Blazers. Third meeting at a major tournament between these two nations. 2-1 Croatia in 2002. Euro 2012 was in the groups. Beautiful ball over the top and a slide from Brozovic. Couldn't quite get there. Worrying moment for the Italian defence. Improvisation from Pasalic over the top. Really well-directed ball, but it just curled away from Brozovic as he slid it. Otherwise it would have been from the left half space, a little toe across into the far corner. Now Retegui wants the ball sent long from Donnarumma. Italy will be happy with this outcome. Donnarumma won't go short, there's no one there, so out to the left wing, and the referee from the Netherlands, Danny Makeri, has had a brilliant game. He brings the first half to a close. Croatia ranked number 9 and Italy ranked number 10 in the world. It is 0-0 here in Leipzig. So the best chances coming to Alessandro Bastoni and also to Luka Sucic. All the stats there on the app. We'll see if there's any changes made in about 10 to 12 minutes time. You're on Flashscore listening to the audio broadcast, the home of Euro 2024. In Leipzig at the Red Bull Arena, the Group B final match day. Pellegrini coming off for Davide Frattesi, who plays for Inter. And we'll see what he can add to the strategy of his boss, his mister, his allenatore. Davide Frattesi in for Luciano Spalletti at the break, and Budimir will come in for Emilio Pasalic. So one change of pace. Budimir more of a central striker, so expect Kramaric to go out to the left. He played a lot of the first half there. One change of pace at the break. The beginning of the second half. It's Croatia with the best chance through Luka Sucic early on in the game. Alessandro Bastoni had a beautiful header saved by Dominik Livakovic. Exceptional goalkeeper, has kept Croatia in this and kept them in the tournament. Croatia going from left to right in the second half, but Italy kicking off. They are in the Azzurro Blue from head to toe. Captain is Gigio Donnarumma in goal, who is their saviour against Spain, their saviour against England and Spain also at Euro 2020. And Italy get us going with the kickoff. Back to Donnarumma it goes. He's going to have to go long here, not much on. Croatia doing well to zone off. A long ball in the direction of Retegi. He's out-muscled, up and away. It's dangerous. Back to Livakovic from Sutalo. Chipped it up, and Retegi thought that he could get there. Pace to burn from the Argentinian-born Italian, who does have, at this point in his career, 4 goals. And for his 11th international appearance, still up there with Jack Raspadori. Frattesi playing behind them now. Croatia with the throw, left sides. They will switch it across to Sutalo. Up forward comes Raspadori, Frattesi and Retegi just buzzing around in the trident. Full pass, Calafiori mops it up now. Some space here for Barella. 30 yards away, but he's corralled by 2. Needs to find Di Marco. He's back and behind to Darmian. We'll go through the 11s. It's Donnarumma, Bastoni, Darmian, Calafiori. That's the defensive line. Here's Retegi into the left half space. Lays it off for Di Marco. Just doesn't go for the cross. He did have Fratesi waiting, who's got a great vertical leap on him. So Di Lorenzo on the right side with Di Marco on the left. It's a 3-5-2. Jorginho, Barella, and now Fratesi in the middle as Guardiol intercepts. It's Retegui, Raspadori out forward. Guardiol, lovely ball through. A little bit slow though from Budimir out on the right side of the box. He's got Sucic, lined it back up for Modric. A little slow. Let it roll under his boots. Now Stanisic. The cross is deep and it's way over the head of Kramaric, who is playing at left wing. 47th minute is over. Still 0-0. And Croatia need to do better when they do get the ball in these high areas of the pitch. Well done by Guardiol, the Manchester City defender, to intercept that and mount a counter-attack. It is so sluggish from the Croatians. It is hot in Germany, all throughout Europe at the moment, but it's not the most splendid performance. Nothing exquisite about Croatia at Euro 2024. And Kovacic now with Fratesi. It's going to be a free kick to Croatia, I believe. Kramaric had his shirt pulled by Di Lorenzo, who had a fine first half. In fact, both players did. Kramaric has been busy getting around. He's had his back to goal most of the time, though. Sutalo will come forward and try and get ahead to this. It's very wide out on the left. And not that deep, about 20 yards back from the byline, about 4 yards in from the touchline. And Modric and Sucic, the right and left foot options. Sucic on the left, but Modric might want to take this. Lovely delivery right to the 6-yard line. Darmian got there, and Italy are struggling to clear their lines. Guardiol might mow this down and keep it in. Di Lorenzo got a foot to it. Retrieved by Modric. Still toiling away. In for Kramaric. Good back heel. It's there for Kramaric. Was he offside? Linesman says no. He's out-muscled by 3, but still has the ball. Chips it into the back post. That was dangerous, but Di Marco can sprint away. Burst forward with pace. Di Marco going it alone. And eventually puts it out of play at halfway. Not because he meant to. Just dribbling it forward, but really running out of space. Much of what we saw against Spain. It's something Zlatko Dalić, the Croatia coach, might have to go back and look at what De La Fuente did and try and do that for a period in the second half. Force Italy into an error to open them up as well. They've had so much run from midfield, the Spaniards, and they've got it again tonight, beating Albania at this point of the game. 1-0 in the other group game. Simultaneous kickoffs. More of that tomorrow. Home of Euro 2024. Later after this, it is the Copa America, so stay tuned if you love the North American and Central and Southern, all those countries coming together. It's a dress rehearsal, you could call it, for the World Cup. Modric playing on the right side of midfield, where he does most of the time for Real Madrid, with Cruz a little more central. Brozovic is there as the centrepiece. Kovacic at left midfield. Now he's on the ball. Still very, very slow from Croatia. Back to Modric. Responsibility laying on the 38-year-old's shoulders. Italy happy just to sit and wait. Happy to get through in second place with just 4 points. Albania losing. Even if Albania came back and beat Spain, the Albanians would finish in third, going on head-to-head. Now Modric, lateral run, tries the outside of the boots to find Kramaric. Went first time for Sucic, but a run through to Donnarumma. Gigio has the ball. Again, Modric showing he's got the full repertoire of passing skills. Signing on for another year will take him up towards the 40 years of age mark. Not quite get there with Real Madrid unless he earns another contract there in 2025. Now Guardiol goes for the switch. 6 minutes into the second half, still goalless in Leipzig. Stanisic has the run. This is better. Brozovic, lovely ball in. Goes past everyone. Kramaric will collect. They're looking for the angle for the shot. Goes for the chip. Did it hit an arm? They're all asking the referee, did that hit an arm? And if it did, this is big trouble for Italy. Danny Michelia is the referee, and it did. That hit Fratese's arm, and that will be given a penalty, surely. The second half substitution, so unlucky, because he tried to shield that away. A potential penalty check that will end up surely in a spot kick here. Judging by the replay, Michelia should be summoned over to have a look at this on the screen. That is such a dramatic moment in the game. Croatia have really shown nothing. Fratesi doing his best to shield this, and yes indeed, the referee will go over and have a look at this. Croatia surely will have a spot kick here. Was that curling in? Doesn't really matter. It's hit looks to be the left fist of Fratesi. And Donnarumma will have to just get his lines right here. Will it be Modric? Or will it be Kramaric, who scored the most goals of any Croatian player out there? Referee points to the spot. Croatia will have the chance. A lifeline for the Kočkasti in Leipzig. Job is not done yet. It was Fratesi who did so well to get his right arm out of the way, but to hold his balance, his left fist was laying behind his head, and it skimmed past his head onto his fist, coming in from the left half space. The shot from Kramaric, and it will be Luka Modric, the man of the moment. Could be his last international tournament, and he wants to go out without any regrets here. It's on him. But he's up against a magnificent shot stopper in Gigio Donnarumma. One of the most experienced midfielders of all time. One of the best midfielders in history. Luka Modric will strike this with the right boot. Donnarumma with a deep breath. In comes Modric. And finds. No, he doesn't. It was going down towards that corner. But Donnarumma has pulled out one magnificent save. A reminder of what he did with Bukayo Saka. A huge moment to deny Croatia. And Modric, well, he's not going to die wondering. Taking the penalty. It looked like it was going to beat Donnarumma, but that is a huge, huge left hand to dive down. If you're looking at the goal that was going down to the bottom right corner. And in comes the ball. Another massive save. Modric this time surely plants the ball into the top corner, and away he goes to celebrate just a minute after the penalty was saved. The lifeline is there. Croatia 1, Italy 0. Just when you thought it wasn't going to be their night, Donnarumma with another fantastic stop. But Modric got the bounce, and this time went high into the roof of the net from about 4 yards, in line with the left post. It was lucky, but still, fortune seems to be with the Croatians this evening. A delicious ball into the middle, went over the heads of Budimir. Budimir actually got his foot to that after it went over his head. Donnarumma with a reaction save, left his right arm out, but Modric evading that from about 5 yards over the top of Donnarumma, who was on his knees, and immediately he is incensed. The captain saving from the spot moments ago, but then beaten by Modric at the other post. And that was in general play. Huge, huge moment here at the Red Bull Arena. The Italians, the defending Euro champions, are down. But are they out at this point? Now the onus is on them. And Donnarumma, you can't do everything yourself, unfortunately. That is a key moment in the match. Finally getting a really good ball into the box. Budimir forcing Donnarumma into another save. Not much the Italian defence could do about that except flap another arm out or a leg, but Budimir got foot to ball. Donnarumma did paddle it away, but Modric was lurking with intent and strikes his, 26th international goal in his 178th game. The goal stands. 57th minute, the Croatians on their feet at the Red Bull Arena. the Kočkasti, the checkered flags are waving. Same with the shirts. They vastly outnumber Italians here. They are checking the goal, but I think Di Marco is going to come off. It's an instant change from Luciano Spalletti, maybe a formational change as well. Let's see what he can do. Di Marco out. Have to be running out of petrol. And Chiesa comes on. So that's definitely an attacking move. And automatically Italy looking for the reply over the head of Retegui. Back in by Darmian. Raspadori. Fratesi, good defending from Sutalo to send it behind. Corner kick left side. Italy, who are looking for the equaliser now. Raspadori with a dinky little back heel in there. Fratesi trying to poke it off the outside of the right boot across Livakovic, but it goes for a corner. Di Lorenzo comes forward. Can they reply? Bastoni's there. He had a header already saved. He's the danger man in this situation to the back post. Livakovic punches. It's gone about 35 metres back towards halfway. Chiesa, where's he going to play? Will Raspadori go more central? And are Italy going back to a four-man backline? Because Chiesa doesn't really like playing in a 3-5-2. So Croatia up into second spot behind Spain with that goal. But a goal difference of -2. So if Albania did pull something out and beat Spain, they could go above Croatia and knock Italy out. Wouldn't that be something? Still 1-0, Albania losing to Spain. Croatia 1, Italy 0. 59th minute, good ball down the right channel from Di Lorenzo. Real purpose on it, around the corner. Past Fratesi, out comes Livakovic. Safely in his hands. Now it's up to Croatia to stifle Italy's play. And can they do it? And will Spalletti throw on the cavalry, including Gianluca Scamacca? Or will Federico Chiesa have the impact he wants? Stanisic clears up to halfway. Sucic didn't really go for it. Calafiori. Simple pass forward. Back to Bastoni now from Barella. There's a box up forward for Italy. Right now it's Retegui, Raspadori. Fratesi's the link-up man here. Out wide is Darmian at left wing. Ball over the top here is good. Fratesi intended target. Well defended though. And Croatia, well, they wanted a free kick. They won't get it. Chiesa squares this up. Here's Darmian. Lays it back to the Juventus man. Barella. Now that was so predictable. And away comes Croatia. That is beautiful. The ball carry there down the middle of the pitch. And still, it's Italy. It's a real battle out there. Croatia looking a lot more tenacious. And that is a yellow card for Luka Modric. Frustrated they didn't get the free kick going the other way. That is the captain into the book. Second Croatia player. And Croatia's record against Italy is one to behold. Monumental, in fact. They've never lost to Italy since they've split apart from Yugoslavia in the 90s. And looking set to continue that tradition. Italy have only ever managed a 1-1 draw at best. 5 draws and 3 wins for Croatia in the lead up to this game. Last time they met was 9 years ago. Another free kick with half an hour to go. Spalletti pacing the touchline. Dalić, sense of relief certainly on the 57-year-old. Here's Chiesa out at right wing. Has to take on the man, chips it in, and that is good defending once more. This time it's Pongricic, the Lecce man, plays his football, has played against Chiesa, Barella and the like. He's hacked that high up into the air to be a corner. Right side, up comes Calafiori. This could be his moment to atone for the own goal against Spain. Bastoni, Calafiori, Darmian's there, comes in towards Bastoni and needed to put that into the top corner. It's gone over the bar. Another opportunity for the Italian central defender. Livakovic watched as that sailed just over the top right corner. A real let off there for Croatia from about 5 or 6 yards. It was a lethal delivery in from the corner kick, and could be Croatia's night after all. Modric with the penalty missed. What was saved. And then just a minute later, he slotted home above Donnarumma. Now it's Italy through the corridor. Chiesa was shoved, didn't win a free kick. Here's Stanisic. Finds Sucic. He's only yellow. There's only been 2 given, and Croatia was criticised before the game for not having received one in the previous 2 games. People are saying that they weren't showing enough fight out there. Well, they've got 2. Modric and Sucic. For now, they are clawing on to second place in Group B. So who will they end up playing if this stays the same? On the flash score up, you can go and have a look yourself. If you go to live standings and you go to final tournament, click on that and go to playoffs, you can see exactly who can play who. B2 will play Switzerland in Berlin, and B3, let's see who they're playing. Just a moment, Calafiori with the ball. So again, interesting build-up. This is coming to Alessandro Bastoni and also to Lukas Sucic. All the stats there on the app. We'll see if there's any changes made about 10. So just looking at the next stage, it could be a situation where in the knockout rounds, we're looking at Spain could go through to play any one of 4 different teams. Germany will play second place in Group C. Chiesa misses that header, so it's gone out for a Croatia throw. Back in there, or deep in their left back pocket. Portugal would play B3. But that is dependent on which of the third place teams gets through. You think with 3 points and not a bad goal difference, Italy would be one of those 4. You just never know. Another goal puts them all pear-shaped. And either way, it's all there on the line. Next goal will be definitive, you'd think, as Italy have to show a little bit of fight here. The defending Euro champions beating Albania after going down after 23 seconds. That was a sign of things to come, I think. Another run over the top. It's Fratesi, won't get there. Chiesa, good control. Up against Gvardiol. And that's another corner kick one. So Bastoni surely will come forward again. So Portugal and either C3, B3 or A3 will play in Frankfurt. So there's no easy way out here. Maybe Switzerland would be the easiest. Could be Switzerland, Croatia at this point, unless Italy find a goal. They need a goal here. In from the right side, Raspadori on the edge of the box. It's Chiesa. Doesn't shoot, goes out to Darmian, chips it in. And that's good defending from Brozovic. Out for a throw, left side, high up on the Italian wing. Darmian sends it to Jorginho. Now Barella. Need to find some runners. Raspadori's still there. Still with enough energy. Croatia leading though. Out to the left wing. Italy have conceded in every single game in this tournament. Now it's Chiesa. Toe pokes it forward. Half a chance here. Fratesi looking for the dinky pass for Retegi. Should have gone himself from 16 yards to take on the keeper. And it ends up with Livakovic. Took a deflection on the way through from Fratesi's pass. Unselfish from the Interman. '67th minute, both here and also Albania, Spain, and 1-0 in each game. Croatia and Spain leading those games respectively. And Jorginho is there to control the tempo. I'm not sure he's having the desired effect though. A little too slow. Italy happy to get to halfway at 0-0. Croatia not so. They were awarded the penalty now. It's a gorgeous switch for Darmian. 66th minute. 1-0. The goal from Luka Modric. Goal number 26 in his international career. Now it's Retegi. Knew that he was being stalked from behind. Good ball in here. Needs to be put towards goal. And that is, again, wonderful defending on the right side of the box from Croatia. Darmian needs to be quicker, needs to be more clever in that situation. Tried to cross it in. Sometimes you just need to toe poke it towards the top corner. And Calafiori gets the throw. Italy looking like they're going to try to go through the corridor mostly. Apart from Chiesa. Now the ball over the top from Di Lorenzo. Sent in. Cleaned up though by Gvardiol and Pongracic. Good slide tackles. Ball still in play. Both of those players go out though. Fratesi now double teamed. Shoved. Pongracic is there. Cross comes in. Darmian headers it across. Chance here for Raspadori, but it just bounced the wrong way. Spun away from the Napoli player. Now Jorginho. They're coming, Italy. The chip back in. And that's hit the body of Pongracic. And out again for another Italian corner on the right side. It's an onslaught from the Azzurri, but they cannot get the ball into the goal. Much better performance than that against Spain. I think the Spaniards an own goal, despite Spain's dominance. They would love an own goal here. 9 corners to 2 in favour of Italy, so they are dominating in general play and in an attacking sense also. So Bastoni comes forward, staying on the goalkeeper. Di Lorenzo is in there. Calafiori comes out the back. A big punch from Livakovic. Chested down by Jorginho. Out to the right wing again. 25 yards away. Sent in long. Took a touch. Di Lorenzo. Jets here for Fratesi, but Livakovic again. From 6 yards. Chiesa. Good first touch. Oh, Retegui was just outdone by the Croatian defence. Good lateral ball. It's there to be one on the counter-attack for Kramaric, but it just gets its way to Jorginho. Lots of space on the left for Chiesa, omnipresent. Going from one wing to the other. Now double team. Sucic putting in a shift. Bastoni. In for Barella. Calmer approach. They all line up on the edge of the box. Raspadori. And also it is Darmian, who's playing as a left winger at the moment. Croatia sitting back and holding the fort, closing the gate to the castle. All this on the line for a place in the knockouts. Luka Modric is it his last stand? Has he got one more World Cup in him? Can he lead Croatia through these darker times? Not looking as good as they did in the World Cup and got to the semi-final. It is going to be a tough gig against the likes of France, as Argentina won that one, but still, change here. So, Zlatko Dalić looking for experience. Perisic about to come on, the former Inter player. Sucic coming off. And also Kovacic. So Ivan Rusek and Perisic coming on. Now these are the personnel that are going to get them through. Double change. Ball in from the left. Croatia scrambling to get it away. Stopped by Calafiori. And now Jorginho. Lots of blue shirts on the edge of the box. Lots of numbers there. Retegui. Double teamed. Goes back into the midfield. No way around his man, which was Sutula. Spare man is Perisic. As Calafiori puts it forward. Fratesi. Did he win a free kick? I think he did. Italy given the advantage there to get to Gvardiol. Just shoving the back of Fratesi, pushing him in the back, thinking he could get away with that one. Lucky not to receive a yellow card. Cynical as it gets, but just trying to shove Fratesi off balance, and hopefully that the linesman and referee didn't see, but they did. And Croatia still lead, but they are up against it here. They are on the ropes. 2 points for them surely won't get them through, but they have 4 for now. Modric missing the penalty, but then scoring a minute later. Italy with 3 points, maybe able to get through. They would have a negative 1 goal difference. So for now, it's Raspadori, who is quite a good free kick taker, especially from this distance. It's about 27 yards directly in front of the goal, slightly to the right if you're looking. I want to be technical about this. Calafiori is a left footer standing there. Barella is another player. My money's on Raspadori. Or will they go out to the right side for Di Lorenzo, who is standing unmarked? It is Raspadori, goes off the top of the wall and over. Another corner kick for the Italians. Off the top of Sutalo. They are holding firm. And just an update on some of the players coming in. Pedicic in for game number 134. That's incredible. In from the left, Raspadori. And the header up from Pedicic. Goes all the way back. Raspadori gets it into the middle, into the mixer. They call that. Again, Croatia can fend it off. Back to Donnarumma. Now Croatia try the higher press. There's a 2-on-2 there, but Donnarumma chips it towards Retegi. Free kick, and that's against Pongricic. It's about 35 yards out from goal. Intelligent play from Donnarumma. And good physicality shown there by the Genoa forward. Another yellow card. So the Croatians need to ensure they can make it through the 90 without getting another yellow. Italy at this point could be going out. Take it short. It's Jorginho. He gets forward on the right half space, but the ball settled by Di Lorenzo. Bastoni has to make the correct decision. Goes square again to Calafiori. Then Darmian shields it away. Stanisic on Darmian. Interesting duel. Let's see if both of those last. Let's go again at the match summary. It's 1, 2, 3 yellow cards. Ivanusek going into the book for that challenge. Harmless long ball through, and Ivakovic will get that one. So yellow for Ivanusek, who's just come on a few minutes ago. For Kovacic. So midfielder for a midfielder, 25 years old, plays for Feyenoord. 3 goals, 5 assists after leaving Dinamo Zagreb for about €8.5 million. Down the left again with Raspadori, taken away by Modric. But it is Raspadori's throw. Leave that for Darmian. What's Spalletti going to do next with 15 minutes to go? Here comes big Gianluca Scamacca. And it is his former Sassuolo teammate preparing. They were there. Raspadori will make way. So Spalletti showing caution. Absolutely hurling it into the wind. Scamacca in. So he is Italy's number 9. He's their great hope. Can he pull them out of this predicament? Much more of an aerial threat. That's obviously where Spalletti wants to go. Get the ball wide, send it in. Now Barella does get it over the head of Kramaric, who's playing it right back. Up against Darmian. Not the most lethal crosser of the ball. Chiesa went down. It's an offside call against Darmian in any case. Chiesa slipping over. Spalletti will cop a bit of flack if Italy go out of this tournament. If they scrape through, we could see that he may save his, I don't want to say his job, I think he's in for the long haul, but it is a formation. They've gone to a 4-man back line with Darmian at left back. So it's Calafiori, Bastoni in the middle, Di Lorenzo right side, Darmian left, Jorginho, Barella, Chiesa, Fratesi, Scamacca, Retegi. Can Croatia wrap this up with another goal? Italy only scoring twice in this tournament, conceding 3 times. The fastest goal of the tournament. Now Scamacca makes the run. Wanted it from Darmian a little earlier. Didn't get it. Darmian still toying around with it. Nervous from the veteran. And Croatia putting 3 players up forward on the high press. It's Darmian once more. I think Croatia don't mind it going to him. He's so versatile, can play right side, left side, or pretty much anywhere. Scamacca chests it down, takes Sutalo with him. Now the switch comes from Barella. Di Lorenzo needed to go high and over. Instead, he's pierced it straight down the middle, but good cover defence there. Italy still have it. Fratesi, no offside call. There might be now against Retegui. Into the middle, it's a poor ball back in towards the penalty spot from the right half space. Linesman flags eventually, and that is a little bit calamitous up forward from the defending Euro champions. Weren't expected to win last time around, and at this point it's a much different tournament to the one that they played back in Rome and Wembley last time around. Took down Ukraine and Austria, and also Wales, Turkey. Got to the semi-finals. Spain. So Italy with a right side tilt. Looking for short passes through. Fratesi with the run. There's been a player that's pulled over there. Surely that's a yellow card. Absolutely unnecessary from Pongracic. So it looked as though he got the yellow card before, but it went to Ivan Jusek. Luckily for Marian Pongracic, it's the fourth yellow card for Croatia. They won't mind. Possibly wouldn't even care about going down to 10 if it meant keeping Italy scoreless with 12 minutes to go, because then it really would be park all the buses. It's improvised by Scamacca, but straight out of bounds. Kramaric playing on the right sides. So up forward is Budimir in the middle, playing a lone role. Kramaric at right wing, Van Jusek and Brozovic, Modric, Perisic in the middle. Variol, Pongracic, Sutalo and Stanisic still out there. Croatia win the ball at the halfway line. Good diagonal pass. Variol for Brozovic into the middle. Still everyone with their backs to goal. Budimir waiting in an offside position. Just trying to make sure Bastoni's occupied. Now down the right wing. That will stay in, I think. It does. Brozovic kept it in. That was outstanding. In the middle it comes. Just glances off the head of Bastoni and away from Budimir. Danger signs for Italy. It goes out for a throw. Glanced on by the inter-central defender over Di Lorenzo, away from Perisic. And now there'll be some reinforcements in the red and white. So Italy staring down the barrel of an early exit. Modric, of all players, going out. He's done his job, scored the goal, got his country in front. Well done to him. Is this the last time we're going to see him in a Croatia shirt? Because if they do concede here, it almost certainly is the end. So in comes Maya, who was one of four players changed by Zlatko Dalić, leading up after the 2-2 draw with Albania into this game with Italy. Croatia with that throw left side, they give it away cheaply. The Italians in a real hurry. Albania still losing by a goal to me. Difference maker there, Ferran Torres. High foot by Calafiori. Was there a handball? Referee says yes, it goes against Croatia. That bit of momentum starting to swing. But it is there in the balance at the same time. So many things can change the course for both of these nations. In comes Zaccagni and Fagioli. Who's coming off? I think that Darmian will be one. Indeed he is. Jorginho is the other. So Fagioli, there's the number 21. And Zaccagni. So that is all out attack, you'd say. 20 number 20 and 21 coming. So Zakanya by trade is a left-sided attacker. So Chiesa probably will go to the right side. Retegui still on. Now Scamacca. Toe pokes that back for Calafiori. First time pass. Good run from the Bologna man. Zakanya with his first touch was clipped from behind. That's a shocking challenge. And that is Stanisic. The referee wants a word with him. Yellow cards. Teetering on the edge of a red. Some of these Croatians now. Welcome to the Euros. Mattia Zaccagni of Lazio. So where will Chiesa go? You'd think the right wing. So is this simply three at the back now? Scamacca again pokes it. Zaccagni on Stanisic. Stanisic easily around it. Puts the ball forward, and Calafiori's there to clean up. Lovely little chip forward, but Kramaric has it. Stanisic settling it down with Maya. Can chip it over the top of the Italian defence. Budimir wanted it. It was he and his substitution that led to Modric's goal. So a masterstroke from Dalić in that regard. So the 11 out there for Italy. It must be Di Lorenzo playing in a back three now. Di Marco ran out of batteries. Calafiori sends it long. Chiesa is at right wing. And it might just be a 3-5-2. Ball put forward. Italy with good numbers here. Surely that needed to be played through. And that is Retegui, who I don't think he'll escape the criticism for that pass. Scamacca was in and would have had a one-on-one. Is that the moment? Enterprising play, a lot more attacking, a lot more adventurous. As Italy with one-touch football now. And now's half a chance here for Croatia, but Calafiori a bit lucky. Then Bastoni. Croatia know that Italy wants short, clean passes, so they're trying to rush them as they build up from the back, and that's well done by the Croatian forwards out there on the left wing. It was Maya and Budimir. Calafiori found the head of Bastoni, but the ball bouncing high, couldn't take his time. So at this point it is Calafiori, Bastoni, Di Lorenzo at the back, Fagioli, Barella in front of them. Then I'd say there's 5 attackers out there, with Fratesi the most offensive. Scamacca, Retegui, Chiesa and Zaccagni. Croatia through Budimir. Fouling again. It's Bastoni who's been sent down. He's had a good tournament, and so has Calafiori. So good positive signs there for Italy, regardless of where they go after tonight, whether it's home to Rome or whether it is in against Portugal. So Croatia looking for space. This is good. Brozovic squares that up, but Calafiori read it best. Then it settles on the edge of the box, 25 yards away, out to the right side. Brozovic didn't use Stanisic. Donnarumma will claim this. Another terrific game from the Italian captain. So another positive there. Despite conceding goals, it's only really Italy up top. I can't find them. Di Lorenzo is having a much better performance this evening. 31 years old now. His career not over yet for Italy. With a Spalletti stay on, you would think so. The project is a long-term one, according to many. Spalletti bringing through the younger brigade. Now there's a little bit of space for Fagioli. A lot of red and white in front of him, so he chips it towards Scamacca. Out to the right wing, wasting no time. Chiesa wants to run at Gvardiol. Goes low into the box, and it's up high and away. Disappointing from Chiesa, but he ran out of options. Everyone very flat. 86th minute, Croatia leading Italy by a goal to nil. And Dalić saying that they have to win, otherwise they're going home. But they're very nearly there. The biggest concern before facing Italy tonight was the amount of goals they conceded, letting in 5. They've kept a clean sheet, and the clean sheet will get them into the knockouts to play Switzerland. Scamacca, first time pass. This is delightful from Italy. Chiesa might be offside. It's into the middle. Pass Scamacca. Needed to be Topo. Tome goes out. And that might be a goal kick. Chiesa with a look of can't really do much more. He put that on a platter. Scamacca just nudged a little. But Stanisic covered that space wonderfully well. Doing enough just to put Scamacca off. Otherwise he had a clean finish. Just needed to turn that home. Still not over for Italy, but it looks as though time is not going to be their friend at this stage. Croatia with a lot of experience. 4 players with over 100 caps. Brozovic looks like he will get his 100th in this tournament. Modric looking to live to fight another day. His assistant coaching from the touchline, from the dugout, Luka Modric. Red Bull Arena treated to quite a dramatic game. First half, Italy in control. Uomini forti, destini forti. Spalletti says, strong men, strong destinies. There is no other path. But this is a massive learning curve for them. Fagioli, another youngster coming in. It's going to be a daunting task if Italy do come third and have to take on Portugal. Another player coming in, looks like Juranovic. Should be a like-for-like substitution with Stanisic. Long ball, again it's Pongracic. It's been mercurial in defence today. Kramaric. Not very wide, but has the overlapping one now from Stanisic. Could be him in his defensive efforts moments ago to deny Scamacca. It gets Croatia through. Stanisic again, taking it to the byline, and that'll dribble off his foot for a goal kick. Unfortunately, Calafiori scared him into doing that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow cards in this half alone for Croatia. 1 more in the first half, 5 in total. None for Italy as Kramaric will come off. And that is, we think that it'll be Stanisic coming off for Juranovic, but it is not. It is an attacker for a defender. A former Celtic man. Now playing with Union Berlin. 28-year-old Juranovic coming in. 21 games this season, 2 assists. A couple of seasons at Celtic, 4 goals, 2 assists, all there on the Flash Score website and application. Back pass to Donnarumma. Gets it to halfway, but again it's Brozovic with a commanding header. Bastoni into the 90th minute. Italy looking for a way forward in many different contexts here. Scamacca coming extremely deep, then curling it out to Di Lorenzo. Barella, Italy attacking in numbers in each area of the pitch, except for the left wing. Zaccagni all alone, and eventually will get the ball from Calafiori. Then he makes the run into the half space. Zaccagni takes on Stanisic. Back to Barella. Is there something here late? Here's Fagioli. 360 turn. Budimir tracking him though. Fagioli ran out of ideas. Out to Chiesa. He's always full of ideas. Chiesa. Oh, that's a poor pass, and he gets it back. Wants a free kick, doesn't get it, didn't go into the arm. Heavy touch from Calafiori. Then that is a good pass forward, and that is a hack in frustration on Bastoni. Was there much contact? Referee has to give a yellow card. Who's it going to? Surely it's the Croatia player for that attempted tackle. Just to waste time. And no sportsmanship shown there from Marcelo Brozovic, who is the 6th Croatian to go into the book. So Bastoni hacked to the ground intentionally. His former teammate. And now Scamacca on the ball as we have 8 minutes of stoppages. So lots of time for Croatia to have to defend this lead. And Italy can attack. But they need to find space. Again, Fagioli. Good pass forward. Barella draws 2 players, but sends it back to halfway. Budimir won't get there. Di Lorenzo will collect. Bastoni. At what point will Donnarumma come forward? It's another 5 minutes. Here's Scamacca. Wants to go from long range. Sliced off a Croatian defender for sure. Scamacca looking to take on the responsibility. Wanted to take on the shot. Indeed it did. Hit Brozovic, who is having a super game. Seems to be everywhere. So all the Italians coming forward. Zaccagni will take this set piece. Corner kick out on the left wing. In it goes. Nowhere near Livakovic. Good header up and away. Vardiol saw it best. Away from Di Lorenzo. Can put it forward. Croatia can counter-attack here. Here's Calafiori into the back of Juranovic, and that might be the first yellow card. Had no other choice but to shove him over. Not a good outcome there, but Croatia stacking their 6-yard box. And with that, Calafiori will miss the next match if they get through. So there won't be Calafiori on Cristiano Ronaldo if they do make it through as one of the best third-place teams. The group of death, showing us why it has that reputation, living up to it. Italians are biting their nails in the stands, and surely at home, wherever you're listening to us, this is the home of Euro 2024, the audio broadcast on Flash Score. Italy starting their game in a 3-5-2 with Calafiori, Bastoni and Darmian. Di Lorenzo out on the right, Di Marco on the left, Barella, Jorginho and Pellegrini, Retegui, Raspadori. And they've made all the changes. They brought in Scamacca, Fagioli, Zaccagni, Chiesa and Frattesi. So brought in all the players that they dropped from the last game. And Italy are getting back in numbers. Perisic wants the ball to go out and does. Croatia throw left side around the halfway line. 4.5 minutes of the allotted 8 to go. The Croatians on their feet for now are reveling in song. Patriotic bunch. And well travelled despite the low numbers. Lots around the world in the Croatian diaspora, that's for sure. A lot in the likes of America and Australia. They have a free kick here. Solid work. And that was well done by Budimir. Using his height to his advantage and his big frame. Barella gives away the free kick. Croatia can waste a good minute here. So Budimir coming on at half-time for Pasalic. Playing with Osasuna, 17 goals there and 2 assists last season. Very nearly scored here. Created the havoc in the 6-yard box for Modric to then tap home. Prior to that, looked as though Donnarumma had saved Italy from going down with that penalty save on Modric. So, super save. And the Real Madrid man from the PSG keeper. Now it's Croatia looking to switch play. They hurry it out to the right wing. Stanisic will just keep it in. There's a whole assortment of drinking cups there. Lovely work from Zaccagni. Couldn't get the ball out from under his feet. Up goes Barella again, but Croatia have the bodies forward. Chip through on the left wing. It's Perisic. That's a shocking cross back into the middle. In fact, it sails over the top of the goal and behind. 3 minutes left of the 8 minutes. Just the one yellow. It's Calafiori. He's on the ball now. Scamacca first time pass forward, and it rolls beyond Retegui, who's going to play the whole game. And Croatia can now counter-attack. Juranovic, loads of space to attack here. Players going down in the back. And Croatia looking through Barella, who just evades the challenge. That was Brozovic and Barella, the former club teammates. Yellow card coming from Fagioli, though. And referee Danny McElliott has had a messy game to referee in the final half an hour. A lot of misbehaving players out there and a bit of belligerence to boot, but it's an Italy free kick, but the yellow card went to Fagioli. Maybe had a couple of things to say. Scamacca now using his height, his header past Retegui and hacked up high from That's Pongracic still out there. So Kramaric, Modric, Kovacic and Sucic. The players off with Pasalic. Budimir will be considered influential in this game. 90 seconds to go. Italy, they won't know their fate until all the group games are completed. 2 or 3 days of just being in limbo, in purgatory, unless they find a very late goal. But Croatia have won it back in midfield. They don't have an overload, and they wander up slowly through Brozovic. Back to the left-back area. Long ball for Budimir in a tussle with Bastoni. He's away from him, but only after he knocked over Bastoni to the ground. So 60 seconds to go for Croatia to hold on and get through to the next phase. Euro 2024. Looks as though Luka Modric will at least have one more game, and it will be against Switzerland. Now a square ball. Calafiori coming forward, puts it out towards Zaccagni. Oh no, he's found the corner, and Croatia are going out. Stunning goal from Mattia Zaccagni. And Italy, they rescue it in the final minute of stoppages, and they are piling on him the misery at Red Bull Arena for the Croatians. A glorious goal, a magical moment, and Mattia Zaccagni has saved Luciano Spalletti and Italy. Pending some kind of miracle, we may have seen the last of Luka Modric, and we may have seen the last of Croatia at this tournament. And it could very well be, now that we go into the 99th minute, the 4th consecutive 1-1 draw. It all started in midfield with Calafiori. He took it as far as he could go, then he lays this off. It's Calafiori's assist. He won't care about missing the next game. He's got his country through to the knockout stage of Euro 2024. The defending champions will finish second in this group. And it is Zaccagni with the most gorgeous finish on the right boot from the left half space across the face of goal, top corner. And Spalletti, the debonair coach, runs off with a double fist pump to celebrate. And it is Zaccagni they will write about in La Gazzetta dello Sport. Yellow cards are coming for the time wasting into the 100th minute, and that is the final kick of the game as Dani Mekhelia blows the end of Croatia's tournament. 2 draws means that they are ousted, surely. 2 points from a 2-2 draw with Albania. Donnarumma, the Italian captain, in a sobbing mess on the ground. Same with the Croatians. Both sides, well, they weren't exactly impressive. Livakovic sitting against the post. A colossal final. Somehow Italy saved their tournament with a final kick of the game. Mattia Zaccagni, Vicario, Meret, the 2 reserve goalkeepers celebrating out in the middle. And the Croatian players, you have to feel for them here. You thought that they were going through, but they are gone. Italy through. Croatia surely going out of this tournament with just 2 points.